What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the brand new video. As you guys know, it's another episode of Flashback and Forecast. If you've been watching the video, I appreciate it. If you're new here, kindly subscribe to the channel, man. So in this episode, I didn't really do much this week, as you can see. This is it. By the way, I tried to go live. And trade this week, but I don't know. I couldn't go live to trade this week. I tried to go live on YouTube here, but if your notifications were on, you would have been getting notifications that I'm live, but I couldn't just keep it live. I don't know why. But yeah, this was all I did this week. Nothing much. This week I didn't do anything crazy. XAUSD. I find myself trading XAUSD more. I don't know. It's kind of like my go-to pair. So this week was not different. XAUSD shorts. If you watched the last video, I went ahead to talk about this drop. I talk about this drop on XAUSD. I told you guys it was going to drop to this point. Right? It was going to drop to this point. I told you guys it was going to drop to this point and reject or continuing up. But we didn't get to rejection. But yeah, I knew that we would get to this point at some time along this whole price action must come to this point, right? So that was how on the daily time frame. So this trade, I entered this trade on Friday. It wasn't a trade I entered on Monday. I entered this trade on Friday. This first trade. I entered this on Friday, held it all along. I entered from here. As you can see, at this point here. I entered from this point to short it down. Because I know on the breakdown from the analysis I did in the last video, I told you guys we're going to drop down. So I set my take profit around that point where I said it was going to drop to. Right? I'm sorry, my voice might be too low. You might need an earphone, an earpiece, whatever you want to use. My voice might be low. Right? So yeah, next USD, I sold from 33.95. So a good trade. I sold again from 33.64. Yeah, we will go wicked out. Unfortunately. And on Friday, I sold from 33.43. I got wicked out again. So as you can see, not a losing week. I won't say this is a losing week. It's not a losing week at all. Roughly 4R and minus 2R. So as you can see, it's still positive on the week, although we won 1 and lost 2. Right? Now, breaking down why I took these trades. Shortly breaking down why I took these trades. As you can see, on Monday, what made me confident enough to hold that Friday's position was that we had price, we had Friday's candle close inside the range of Thursday's candle. So right, this was Thursday's this was Thursday's candle. And what would I be looking for to hold this short was for this Friday's candle to close inside, and we had that. And as you can see, it dropped perfectly. It dropped perfectly, right? As you can see, it dropped perfectly, right? So yeah, it was nothing crazy. I use the daily time frame. Most of my analysis primarily come from the daily time frame. The daily time frame just has to be right. You get? I don't do my top down analysis is more. I don't even use the 4 hour. I don't even use the 4 hour to trade. I don't trade the 4 hour. probably weekly. Weekly is not even the primary thing about my trading is daily 1 hour 15 minutes. Daily 1 hour 15 minutes. Daily 1 hour 15. That's what I do. Basically, that's what I do. Daily 1 hour 15 minutes. I have a very simple system. Right? So yeah, that was the first trade. It made me confident to hold. And for this one, why I took this loss was broker issues. As you can see, we had this close inside. I was not expecting price to get to this high again. Right? I was not expecting price to get to this high. We closed inside of this range. If you understand CRT, we closed inside of this range. All I was expecting was a direct drop, just how this happened. We closed inside of the range, and there was a direct drop. We closed inside of this range, there was a direct drop. On MT5, we didn't close inside of this range. So if I had seen that we didn't close inside, I would have waited for price to see this high, then slow down momentum and start trading back under the high to sell. Right? This is what I would have been looking for, but as you can see, broker issues. I lost this trade. I'm 100% sure that if it was correct, I have not lost this trade. So going over to Friday's position. Friday, I don't have any excuse. There's no excuse to why I lost this trade. I feel like I did what I was supposed to do, but it still ended up as a loss. Yeah, so there's nothing crazy to talk about here. So all these other pairs, I didn't look at them this week. I only looked at XAUSD. So this is what I did this week. Nothing crazy, just 3 trades. 1 win, 2 losses. 1 win, 2 losses. Now, yeah. Now we have finished the breakdown session. So now, what I'll be looking for next week on these pairs. So aside this, 1, 2, 3, 4. I trade XAUSD, BTC USD, ETH USD, and XAG USD. Right? So what I'll be looking for on these pairs. So on XAUSD, so looking at where we are at on the monthly time frame, we are in a very big range. This is a very nasty range. Yeah. But on the daily time frame, okay, let me go back to the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, long as at market open, we sweep this low, right? Market pushes down, sweeps, and momentum shifts to the upside. You can see price go all the way up. But if our market open does not come down yet to sweep this low, we then trade back. Hold on, let me delete all this. So we then trade back around this point. This is how I'll be expecting price to reach and to continue the sales. Right? Long as you don't sweep this low, would expect something like this to happen for price to continue to the downside. Right? Long as you can make sure you don't sweep this low. Long as price does not sweep this low. Now we can make sure we cannot do anything about it. But long as price does not sweep this low, yeah, we are good to short. Right? Yeah, that's what I'm looking at an XAUSD. But if price sweeps the low, then we should be looking to come around. This will be our first target. This price open sweeps the low, momentum slows down, then switch to the bullish market. They will see price come here first. It's 360.95, and then it could now come to 33.98.24. So these are the two ranges I'll be looking at then obviously can then sweep the high at 34.08. 34.08. That's what I'm looking at. It's very simple. Very simple. So on BTC, we had a huge move to the upside. Now, looking at this, we had this big sweep. You can see momentum slowed down, had a big rejection to the downside. So we have about a day and 3 hours for this candle to close. If this candle closes like this, you should see price drop. Let me see the monthly. Okay, but you see, I told you guys for the longest that we should be targeting these highs, right? These highs should be targeted, right? Now we are taking out the high, and we have this huge rejection. You could see BTC come back to 114k. BTC to 114k. To see that happen, BTC to 114k. It's not crazy to see. Then probably 112k, right? 112k. So this is what I'm looking at BTC. So with this being said, I think I will trade BTC a lot this week. Right? I'll trade BTC a lot this week, seeing that we could come all the way down here. Right? We'll come all the way down here. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at on BTC USD. So I would also wait for a confirmation on the daily to sell. Right now, there's no confirmation to sell yet. With this, you might see price come here first, right? Come around here first before we now see that big drop, right? Yeah. So that's what I'm looking at. BTC to 114, then possibly 112. On this pair, we also had a huge rally to the upside. So I've seen this price action before. Let's go to the monthly. So on the monthly, we just reached its peak. And we're now seeing a huge rejection. Right? We're now seeing a huge rejection. So my first target will be short all the way down to 38.81. So if I'm the short this pair, obviously no rejected, there's a good chance of sales, right? There's a good chance to sell. So around here will be my targets for those shorts. As you have the big fair value cap here, so there's a chance price comes to this point. So on BTC and ETH, I'll be shorting for the new week. For BTC and ETH, I'll keep shorting for the new week, right? I'll keep shorting for the new week. So my C shorts coming from around here. You can see price push up, somewhere around here, something like this. Then here you can start shorting. Right, nothing crazy. So on silver, I don't really trade this, but I can't remember the last time I traded silver. But why not the breakdown? Why not? So looking at this, right? So This was my target for the previous week. This low was the liquidity target for the previous week, but we somehow saw price push to the upside instead of coming down. We saw price push to the upside in the month. Okay, that was the monthly. My bad. That was the monthly. Okay. But on the weekly, I think we have formed for price to start going to the downside. If everything goes right, because the market must obviously be humble at all times. The market will do that for you, but yeah, what we'll be expecting is a push up, tap into supply, and then drop down to 35.990, from 38.356 to 35.990. My bad, 35.990. That will be our target for XCGUSD. So something like this, that's what I'm looking for to happen on XCGUSD. You can see it's back to demand, right? Nothing crazy. Okay, so yeah, so pretty. Others are pretty much. So back to XAUSD again. Long as at market open, you don't take out this low, and we see the market pushing to the upside, right? We can see price stack here and continue to sell, right? Long as you can make sure you don't take out this low, because taking out this low will bring kind of like kind of instant shifts in bias. Take out this low from the right trade, it's now bring kind of like a shift in bias. But right now I'm bearish. If we take out this low, there will not be two things I'll be looking at. Right, so that's why I say long as cannot, I should maintain this low and push to the upside. You can reject here and drop somewhere around here as our first target. 33.11. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking at. It's nothing crazy. So yeah, well, thanks for tuning into this episode. See you guys in the next video. Peace.